Someone is luring a strike force into the Persian Gulf.
The president is sending you to stop a war before it starts, not butter a crumpet.
The Diplomat is a series about a reluctant American ambassador to the UK, Keri Russell, who ends up going to a war zone, but also she has to deal with a turbulent marriage to her high-profile husband, played by Rufus Sewell. I asked them if they knew from the beginning where it was all going to go.
I've had a couple of experiences where, because the writers kept on changing and the regime kept on changing, you didn't know if the new people had the same brief, the same intent, indeed the same understanding.
Yes, of course.
With Deborah Kahn, no anxiety involved in a new script arriving. It became exciting because you knew quite quickly that it was going to be the same voices, the same quality, the same feel.
I can imagine, though, you do, as the star, have some power saying, I just don't think this would be right for what she does. Couldn't you? You can do that, can't you?
I guess. But, there was no need in this. I mean, it was a delight to see where this was going. This, even in the pilot, it had so much in it. It has Deborah's intellect, it has humor, and I didn't know exactly what level they were going to play.
All the DNA
it.
was there.
Yeah. And so once we had a few episodes under our belt, you could feel which way they were leaning a bit, and how far you could push the humor, and it got fun, and I think we figured it out.
Yeah.
One of the things I particularly like to watch in acting is when people are playing against what's going on the surface. You have to be very careful about how much you show, because you don't want it to be obvious. How do you make that balance?
I don't really worry about what we show. Do you?
That's the editor's job.
Yeah, exactly. I just try to no, but if you just kind of think it.
Yes.
I think we're quite similar like that.
I guess I first heard that from Gene Hackman many years ago.
Yeah, me and Gene, very similar.
You and Gene, I think he was saying, and he said you mentioned that to him. No, what he said was, what I've learned is, I've done this more, is the less you do, the more you relax into it.
It's true.
It more comes out.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes impossible.
But sometimes you fail.
But that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
But that's the thing, it's you're trying to be less neurotic. For me, it's always bouncing off the floor of getting it wrong. It's what keeps me.
I mean,
do you know what I mean? That's how you get up there. It's I think most of the time, we're just working the same way, aren't we?
Yeah.
Thank you both for
Thank you
coming.
very
I appreciate
much.
it.
Thanks.
I'm Patrick Stoner.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.